whenever I could, it was always better to take that venom and that thing that builds hatred in you and to turn it into work.
I'm an objective reporter with a subjective heart. I can't help but have a certain kind of empathy with people. It's more or less expressing things for people who can't speak for themselves. Whoever, that I've found throughout the world that were the underdogs and people were taking advantage of them, I try to speak for them. And that way I speak for myself.
What's poppin'? See, like I say, I always like to show respect to the photographers that came before me. Like I say, always Gordon Parks, because his documentary was the first one I watched. Like, this man was actually sitting in the prison, like, documenting. He just did a lot of things. And one thing he really did that stuck out to me was for his people. He stood up for his people. He stood up for white people. He stood up for people in poverty. He stood up and he did not only just take pictures, but he got to know those people. He talked to those people. He shared a jail cell with those people. So it hits different. It just hits different. And that's why I always respect that dude, man. So, and you photographers, just go watch his documentary, man, because the shit is so powerful. But he just one reason why I became a photographer. But I became it, man, is because once you put that camera in your hand, it's like it gives you a certain power that you can tell your story without talking. So you can tell a story without talking. You could be a homeless man with a camera and tell a story. You could be a kid with a camera and tell a story. You could be an old man with a camera and tell a story without even talking. Because that's one thing. It's something about pictures, man. When your house is being burnt down, it's documented. People go to the pictures. They don't go to the money. They don't go to clothes. They go to the pictures. You know why? Because they're valuable. Pictures are valuable. And I'm telling you, man, look, when I first found out about photography, well, I was a kid. I used to carry a Kodak camera all around. Like, it used to be in my hand all day. But as you get older, life happens. So I turned 27. That's when it came back, and I got my a Nikon. I got the Nikon, and I quit my job. I was just so excited. I was 27. I quit my job. I said, okay, I'm about to just book shoots. So I didn't realize this. I was booking shoots, but it was for the common generic stuff. It was for the expensive weddings that had no feelings. It was for the birthday shoots that had no connection. It was just the basic birthday shoots, something that they saw somebody else do. And it was just stuff like that. And me, I'm not that kind of photographer. I cannot just shoot the everyday birthday picture, the everyday expensive wedding. See, I shot one wedding. It was in the backyard, and it probably had 150 people. It was the best time ever. It was the best fucking time because everybody was connected. They was dancing. Man, that was real love. But when you go to an expensive wedding, guess what? Everything is for the pictures. It's fake smiles, fake dance moves, just a lot of fakeness. But if it's a wedding in the backyard with 150 people, everything is real. They didn't spend a whole lot of money. Everything is so real, So that's when I said, okay, I got to go back on the road, and I have to, look, man, I'm so sick with it. I got to the point where, I said, I'm going to pay my models. Mariah from Louisiana, she won Miss Louisiana. I was paying her to shoot because I didn't care about the money. I knew when I create my book, I get the money that way. I get the money through my books, through the things I put out. But I had to choose the people I shoot with because in this world, everything is so common and copied. I don't want to be a copy. I don't want to go through the motions. I have to open my book and feel. Man, look, when girls open my book, when they open my photography book and be like, wow, oh my God, Man, that's the best feeling I ever felt in my fucking life. To know that you did something original and somebody shows emotion to that, man, that's the best fucking feeling. So even for my next book, I'm gonna pay the models that I shoot with, that I choose to shoot with, that I have in the book, because I chose them for a reason. Maybe because they show a certain emotion, they have a certain look, and it's not gonna always be beautiful models. I love old couples. I love people that, forgive me for saying it, but people that look funny. I might look funny. According to some people, I do. I got a gap mouth, I got a big ass head. But it's just certain things that I look for in the world that, that just the average I can't do. I can't sell out just because the money that I just can't do it. I get it on the back end. I get it when I put my book out, So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take some patience. But like I say, I learn. I'm 32. I'm learning. The more patient you are, the better. The better your book will be. My first book, I didn't rush it, but I wasn't able to market it. I just didn't know no better, So this time I learned, and like I say, man, the people that's going to be in my book, I'm paying everybody that's going to be in my book. Everybody getting paid, because that's how much I don't care. That's how much I don't care. I just want you to open my book. Man, I want motherfuckers to cry. I want motherfuckers to just smile from ear to ear. I want motherfuckers to be happy. I want motherfuckers to be like, damn, this reminds me of when I was a kid. This reminds me of when I was in love. This reminds me of this moment. That's, man, damn, I'm telling you, that shit just hit different, man. The money go come. That's the easy part. You can do the generic photography, and no offense to people who do like weddings and like regular birthday parties and stuff like that, because that's needed, because a kid do need to see their birthday party picture and stuff like that. But if I do a birthday party, like, I hear your concept, but we have to be creative with it. It has to be something that's going to stand the test of time. And don't get me wrong, regular pictures, everyday pictures, they stand the test of time. They do. Because I can look at a picture of my uncle and aunt, my uncle in a cowboy hat. They got like a background, like one of those fake backgrounds of the city. And that picture stood the test of time. But they was really in love. It was real emotion. Like they still, pictures just hold weight, man. No matter what. They just hold weight. And that's why I became a photographer, man. I love this shit, and I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to be patient. I know when my next books come out, the shit is gonna be right, because I took my time. When you take your time, cool, So, hey, if you think about getting a camera, if you just got a camera, if you just getting into photography, cool. If you want to do weddings, if you want to do like the normal birthday, do that. That's why I say in this world, especially as a man, whatever, you have to do what's best for you. You have to do what's best for you. And I'm still learning that shit. I'm not perfect, but you have to do what's best for you in this world, man. Because if you don't, I promise you're going to be going in circles. You're going to be running around in circles like a chicken with your head cut off. I'm telling you, man, look, my uncle used to have chickens. He raised chickens. I'm telling you, man, you just don't want to be like that. You want to always follow your mind. You want to have your own thinking, your own thought process. Like I say, even the shit I'm telling you, you still want to have your own thought process for yourself. Some people will be able to quit their job and go straight to photography and tell their story. But the most part, no. You're going to need that job to finance your photography. You're going to need that. Because you don't want to be out here desperate for photo shoots, and you'll be doing, I'm telling you, my first time, I was just doing photo shoots that I didn't want to do. I didn't feel no connection to, because I was just trying to get the money. Then I say, you know what? I love photography so much, I can't do this. So I went back to working. You know, you have to work and shoot, work and shoot. You just have to, you know, because you don't lose that drive. Like I say, man, my camera go everywhere I go. It go everywhere I go, you know. And like I said, man, you already know what's destined for you. Like I say, photography. I had a camera when I was younger. Used to carry it around all day. Life happened. It came back to me. You know, it just came back, and I'm so happy because when you have something that you really love, man, that can substitute for the bullshit in your life because you have ideas ahead of you. You have things to build. You know what you're working towards, and you can't let nothing get in the way of that. And whatever get in the way of that, they don't want to feel that fucking wrath. I'm telling you, can't nothing get in the way of your future. And that's why it's so important to have something that you're working towards, because you won't let nothing get in the way. You're a painter, you're a musician, you're a singer, you're a rapper, all that. You have to have something, always have something you're working towards, because it's going to be hard to give up. Always have something you're working towards, because it's going to be hard to give up. And don't be just in it. Yeah, the money is important. You want to make money in this shit, you know, eventually. But don't be in it just because of the money, you know, because sometimes you're going to be doing things that you don't want to do, or you're going to be signing deals. No. You want the money your way. You know, you want that shit your way. Like I say, man, when my books come out, I know the money will come, but I have to have pictures that's going to feel, man. You have to feel my shit. You have to feel that shit, man. When you crack open that first page, that picture just got it. Like, you got to stare at it. And you know somebody love a picture when they stare at it more than 2 seconds. When they look at it more than 2 seconds, you like, okay. And you can tell the eyes, man, look, let's get it, man. Let's fucking go. Don't let nothing get in your way. Don't be out here emotional. Put all your emotions into your work. You know, keep your job and shoot. Like I say, work and shoot. Let's fucking go.